has got to be one of the strongest teams in the game at this point, and I mean, it is super, super fun as well, and the main reason I've been talking about it so much is because I've been using it in top 100, and it's been super, super successful. Don't get me wrong, all of the Reinhardt teams are going absolutely rampant, but it's always super fun to be able to use the demon characters and to good efficiency, especially if you end up coming up against some of the bots. That allows Chandler to get attacked into a whole lot more, and he can go wild with that camo. You'll see in some of these matches where people start attacking into him, expecting him not to do a crazy amount of damage because of how much he takes, but especially if he gets those crits, man, he could easily 2-tap Merlin, even with a level 1 counter. It's absurd what he's capable of doing, but starting off against the Ludo here, Lucky Frost getting at the out CC, and yeah, look at that. Even without the crit, 80,000 right off the bat. He's going to be doing the same kind of damage to Ludociel there. Any attacks from the Rimmer? Oh yeah, 150,000. You see, that is why this Chandler is so insanely broken, man. It's such a good pick for a Holy Relic, and they designed it so well. I'm super, super happy he got such a good character. Hoping not a good character, such a good Holy Relic, and I'm hoping the newer version of the Chandler gets one just as good, because that character is in desperate need of a revival, and he only just got released. And I accidentally had my mic muted for the first match I was recording, but anyways, I'll give you guys a quick replay of that one, because it ended up being a really good match. But here we go, yet another Ludociel. Having the full passive on us this time, which is a little bit scary, even though we are going first. Let's see, definitely a real player from that connection. Definitely want to go for the block effect on Brunhold. If we can stop her damage nice and early on, I mean, we are going to be attacking into her anyways. I still feel like this is the right decision, because if we weren't to attack into her and she didn't have the buffs from the Amplify Sigurd passive, we'd still be taking a whole lot of damage. But if we can get a nice counter from the Chandler here, that'll not only give us more of the darkness procs, but also proc the grace effect from the green Cyril, and I'll end up doing a lot of damage back to her. Us getting an extra counter there, super, super nice. We are really revolving the team around Chandler, which is super, super good. I know, I'm just glad we're able to use this Estarossa just a little bit more, because I feel like both are two of the top tier teams in the game at this point, the Demon and the Archangels team, but they're both missing that one new release from making them really, really good. We're all hoping the ominous Nebula Zeldris and the newer Chandler were going to be the fix to that, but at this point, man, give these old characters Holy Relics and they can easily make themselves a star. See how much damage we're going to get with the counter here. 93, not terrible, but you see how much damage both the Estarossa and Meliodas took. Not what we want to be seeing. I mean, we could easily get rid of her this turn. Yeah, thank God for that, because, man, her damage output is crazy, especially when you're not running this team and you're running the Ragnarok team with Holy Relic. She's not able to take more than 50% damage per hit, and it can be a real problem trying to get her kills, because we're easily just relying on Estarossa's insane damage output to go ahead and one-tap her. I'm hoping with the lifesteal he gets as well, he should be fine to take hits from both Sigurd and Ludo. So yeah, they both got enough lifesteal to the point where they're not going to die from AoEs, even with the Ludo passive. You can see what I mean by this is a real fun build. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm sure most people have summoned for the Estarossa, but doing Skull and Hardy can be a bit rough. And I'm glad I can be showcasing a team that I'm actually going to get some wins with, because the past two videos have been absolutely shocking with the win-loss ratio. One of them being the Beatrice video, and I think another one was the Pierce video I tried using with Chandler and Lilia. Yeah, I think I only got one win in that video, but oh my god, man, they were both sub. Not only was I just getting terrible matchups, but my luck in general was just god-awful. Coming up against the Barn team, no surprise. I'm surprised we're only 3 matches into the video, and this is the first one, because, man, especially in top 100, they are everywhere, and it's such a... The Barn team was already super RNG dependent. The Barn can get a nice merge, all that kind of stuff, get ultimate and win the game, but now not only can he do that with Reinhardt, but Reinhardt's passives can also play a massive part in how the battle ends up playing out. Going for the Flood card first. That'll proc the evasion. He's fine to use that one there. This one may end up doing a bit of damage to him though. 140, not bad. End up putting up another counter. I don't really feel like it's worth doing an awful lot this time. We could go for an Esther ult in all honesty. Actually, I really like that play, because it's not often we get to see the Esther ultimate and full type advantage. We could get some nice damage out of him. I really would have liked an extra Assault Melee AoE for the Darkness procs, but he has no ult control or anything like this on this team, so unless he gets really lucky, I do believe he got one of the damage increases for Reinhardt. If he were to just go ham on Estarossa, he could easily get the kill on him. And it's crazy to think units are that good nowadays, but if only he had better crit chance. Man, my Reinhardt is full crit chance rolls, and it's not even like they're bad. It's not completely maxed out, but he just cannot crit. There we go, and it looks like we end up getting the win here. We'll go 1-2, and I might just throw that one out instead. I'm confident the Esterosa will kill. He's only 3-6, but that's more than enough. Really need to get the Esterosa to 3-6 as well, because I think that's when he gets the defense down, which plays a massive part. Oh no, this Barn's just gonna one-tap us back. I should have used a block card. That's on me there. Real surprised he didn't end up one-tapping me there, but another Assault Melee team. Now, I feel like the Go coming up against, especially the Sigurd variants, is we don't want to attack into him in this first turn, because we can at least stall out one turn of the Amplifier, so I think I might merge these. We're not going to go crazy amount of use out of that card there. I might as well move the Esterosa card. That way we can get a merge on the end there if we end up getting an extra Flood card or a Frenzy card, whatever you want to call it. Because yeah, regardless of this next turn, he is guaranteed going to use his AoE with Sigurd, which will get all of his debuffs out and allow him to get the Amplify turn 2, which, once again, if we had attacked into him, we would have got turn 1. I just feel like this is the optimal way to play against that team. Perfect, end up proccing the evasion food. There, the AoE is there, he knew. Yeah, if he had attacked into me, that it would have procced the evasion, and then we get another AoE from him. Perfect. And at this point, we've gotten a couple debuffs. Look at his Esterosa, dude. He is juiced up, ready for Esterosa to take the kill. We could probably kill with melee cards, in all honesty, but I think I might just play it safe and go full send with the Esther. Because once Esterosa is dead, he'll lose all of his darkness debuffs, and at that point, the melee debuffs are definitely scary, don't get me wrong, but this should be fine. Covert action card will seal the deal. Wow, we actually ended up doing a lot less than expected. I'm really glad I went for the Esterosa cards. It's real often I can end up underrating characters or thinking less of their damage and or their tanking ability and end up costing myself a match. Here we have the level 2 Chandler. Unfortunately, still only one turn. That was my biggest thing about all these older counter characters, is you had to get to level 3 for 2 turns, where the green Sariel, you could get 2 turns on the level 2, which is absolutely amazing. And the fact his Grace works on other characters, so broken. Yeah, if that had a crit, he was easily getting one-tapped there. Survives the Sigurd hit, let's go, and then one more hit. Oh, you have to survive Esther. Oh, look at you go. It's not like, I mean, we only have one card of his in order to get any lifesteal. That should be him dead regardless. Perfect, so what? 4 for 4 at this point, which is super. That is quite a bit from Chandler. Hold on, if this goes into Sigurd, will this one tap even at level 1? Oh, never mind. Look at the auto-targeting system being goated. And our final opponent here, of course, we have to end it off with a Barn team. Man, the CC on this team, honestly not too bad. We do have the Esterosa on attack crit, which, if you like, you could go ahead and swap out for HP defense, because once you get the final or the encroachment debuff on them, any card's going to be killing at that point. You don't have to underrate his damage once the encroach debuff's out. Pretty much any character can kill at that point, but the Zeldris in the back is obviously HP defense. Still missing the Grizzly Constellation. I think at this point I'm at 70 GP out of the 250 I need for the final nodes, so hopefully I can get that one done and then finally get that massive CC boost, because, man, that would be an absolute game changer for my account and all of these PvP showcases. Attacking into Hendrickson there, gonna be a mistake. Didn't get an extra counter though, so this could play out a little worse than the last one. We can rush melee ult, and I think we might just draw the Chandler cards or merge the Chandler cards for extra card draw. Sweet, and even though he's type disadvantage, if we can just build up a couple more debuffs, I think melee will be fine here. We'll see though, see what we can do. This is going to hurt. That is going to do a lot of damage to him, yeah. If only I had more levels in my red Tarmiel, I'd love to be able to put him on either the Meliodas or the Esterosa. He just ends up losing too much CC, the blue one, and having the red Tarmiel 2-6, same situation, lose way too much CC. I'm really scared I'm just going to ult here and we're not going to do enough damage to certain characters, but that's right. If we end up losing the final match, that's fine. It's the Barn team. You never know how things are going to go in this match. Sweet, and then Esterosa will finish off you. Perfect, and then we'll only have to deal with one of their ults. I really hope he goes for Barn. Yeah, I'm a lot more confident. Not going to kill Barn? Oh, wow. I am super surprised. I can imagine he's only going to draw one of these ultimates, right? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, sweet. Gonna have to take the Barn ult. I'm still I still think we've got this one in the bag. Ludo Grace on the Twiggo there. But damn, super fun. If you guys have any other variations of the Demon Team you prefer to this one, I know a lot of people like the Cleansing Locks. It's really good. It removes one of the massive weaknesses of the Demon Teams, and that is having no cleanse. Wow, taking another Barn Ultimate. But yeah, the Glocks one is definitely super fun. We just don't have a lot of the Holy Relics for the team, which definitely hurts them, that's for sure. Man, if only could remove your taunt. The new Chandler here. God, we're probably just lost. We'll go 1-2, and then hopefully I can Dragon Claw him, because I think tanking that one to the face is gonna hurt us. Oh yeah, we kill Twiggo any day. He's bad substats. Just make him get crit to death. Well, you guys don't want to see the rest of this one. We'll wrap up the video. And there we go, an absolute flawless video as expected from the Chandler team, and we'll go ahead and run through all of the gear and whatnot on the characters. I already said the Estarossa is on the attack crit, 3/6 ultimate, nothing too crazy, but especially with the ReZero rerun, all that kind of stuff, real hard in order to get heaps of anvils, build heaps of sets, cosmetic upgrades, all that kind of jazz. Have a look at the melee here. Here's HP defense. I do sometimes rock the melee on a HP crit. I feel like it's a pretty fun build for him, because as long as you have him 6/6, his ultimate ends up killing most of the time. With more and more power creep coming out, it does get a little bit hard in order to kill these characters. With the amount of substats they have, all that kind of stuff, they can get real tanky. The Goddess team, all those kind of builds. But yeah, Chandler not the greatest thing in the world as well, and then we'll have a look at his cosmetics. Should honestly work on the Chandler a little bit more. Sadly, he doesn't have a 5th weapon or a headpiece there, but there we go. That just about does it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If so, please hit like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.